All right, welcome. Episode 135. Who would have thunk? Your host Steve Maxted, a podcast. Today we're doing a little differently. We're just doing a little solo here. I think this is one of the first ones besides the odd ones that we do with the team here to do like year-end review stuff. But maybe long awaited for some of you. Not so much maybe for our regular audience here. We're going to talk weighted vests today. This has become a personal interest of mine throughout the summer. We took a little bit of a break. We had some personal stuff going on in Steve-O's world, but it's something that has grabbed a lot of attention. I wanted to share a little bit about the journey of weighted vesting. It sounds funny. We're going to run through kind of some of the benefits, why I started doing this thing. Maybe it helps someone out on a fitness journey. I don't know. I'm also not an expert. Whenever I post about this, there's like an odd amount of DMs. It's kind of inspired this episode. There's from all walks of life followers, people actually I don't know that well. They're asking me like, what would you recommend for weight? What brand did you get? Why are you using it? Other friends are chirping me about it. Nonetheless, I was doing some research here. I'll read this out right away for us in terms of some of the benefits of weighted vesting. So for myself, I was just looking for something else to add into my fitness routine. Those of you who know me know I take fitness and health a very high standard, number one kind of in my world of importance. And I was out walking my dog and I'm like, this is just a walk. How can we make this more challenging? How can I add something to this? And I remembered years ago training for hockey and having weighted ankle weights. And then I was like, I think I saw someone post something about weighted vests. I'll go look online, see what's available. I hadn't seen any stores that really had them. So if you can find some locally just before we even get into this, fantastic. I'm going to reference Amazon just because whatever. It's where everyone goes to look up some stuff nowadays. It's where I ordered this thing from. It works for me. There's probably some great fitness stores that carry these things too, or other stores that are close to home. So take that with a grain of salt as we're going through the episode here. But first of all, I got it to challenge my walks. I've kind of noticed some things just with like my strength in my knees is improved. This is also because I'm doing like lots of weightlifting in general, but I'm adding in about 2,000 steps per dog walk, roughly on average. It's kind of what I figured out from the Garmin here. And what I've just found over this, I don't know, what is 6 months or something. I don't know. It'll probably tell us on Amazon when I ordered. I'll pull up the screen here right away. When I ordered mine. So I'm feeling that as kind of a benefit, maybe a little stronger overall. I also did order, and I've talked about this lots on my short clips, is I ordered the 25-pound, whatever brand this is. We're not sponsored. This isn't paid. I don't have any codes, but 25 pounds, I was thinking, oh, that'll be easy. I'm 200, 195, 205 range this whole summer. Usually end up like cutting a little bit more. I stayed heavy on weights for triathlon training though this year, which was a little bit different for me. But again, between weights and maybe walking with this, I didn't have any knee or as much hip pain as some years I do, even when I cut further down for weight. Everyone's so individual in this. Like I said, not an expert, just saying that again here. Just a guy who bought a vest to challenge his walks with his dog. So it turned into a workout. But what I will say here, that some of the stuff I pulled up on chat just to help speed up the research, the R&D department here. So some of the things, the key benefits of weighted vesting is build strength and endurance. So adding extra weight, obviously, to your muscles, especially your legs, glutes, and core, work harder. Over time, this will improve both muscular strength, cardiovascular endurance, without needing to run or lift heavy weights. So that's kind of a neat benefit here. Obviously, it boosts cardiovascular health. If you're doing anything with anything to do with endurance, obviously we'll be doing that. Your heart rate will be a little bit higher than a normal walk. So building up that capacity, also burning more calories, makes your walks more productive without increasing the distance or speed. That's kind of what I was going for, I guess, in a way. Just an added, like I said, little zhuzh to the walk, as one would say. Increased calorie burn, or I guess it's saying that twice on here, but what it says specifically on here is that walking with a vest can increase calorie expenditure by a range of 8 to 15%. I didn't know that, depending on the load, of course, and ratio, a lot of stuff. So that's just saying, hey, it's an effective fat loss tool is what it's saying, while still being joint friendly. I've experienced, I guess, the joint friendliness side of that. Been good. Improves posture and core stability. I guess that makes sense. You're walking around, if you're moving a little bit, it's going to be everything, your core is holding everything together there. So that's neat. Strengthens bones and joints, I guess. That's a little bit of where, again, I was kind of feeling that. The extra impact from the added weight can help stimulate bone density as well. Great benefit for preventing osteoporosis and bone weakness over time. That seems like a lot of happening right there on 0.5, but that's what Chad has said here. Enhances functional fitness, stating the obvious, I guess, from everything else that I said here. Weighted walking trains the body for real world activities, carrying groceries, hiking with a pack. I guess that is very real, right? Or even athletic performance by improving strength under moderate load. That being said, I've had some of my best times this year with tries and half marathons, and I didn't train as much running. I think it would surprise a lot of people. If you follow me on Strava, you would see what I do for my training, and probably an underwhelming amount of running I actually do. I think people play it up like I run all the time. I maybe once a week, 5, maybe up to 10K. I think the biggest run I did before some of my other stuff was like a 12K this year. So not super long distance. So obviously there's something to this. Yeah. And then tips for using weighted vests. This is something I get asked all the time. And I've just been throwing stuff out there for my end of things, but it says start light. It says go between 5 and 10% of your body weight is plenty for beginners. So that is here, 10% there. Okay. So I was probably, like I said, I was on the higher end. I went right up to more than 10% right away of mine. I had been saying that for when I first was wearing it, though. I was like, don't go this heavy. This might have been a mistake, but this one is an unadjustable one. I'll show you some examples of the products I found online here. You might want to go to the adjustable one if you're trying to increase that a little bit more over time, or just come in a little bit lighter. But it also says keep posture upright, don't lean forward. I think that could be a common thing if you're feeling like you're carrying more weight. Use proper shoes and stay on stable surfaces. Increase weight gradually to improve your fitness. Neat. Chat then also recommends like a 4-week walking plan. So if you use AI at all, maybe you can figure out your own little plan there. I'm going to add to the screen now. This isn't meant to be like a long episode, just a quick emergency meeting review on weighted vests. So this is the one that I got here, the Zealous one, or Zealous, however you say this. Apparently there's some discount on right now. So if you're shopping in the fall here, I guess that's something you can get. Did I add one to my cart? Am I shopping again for one? I already got one. We're wearing it. So anyways, they got a range of stuff on here. I don't know if I would run with it personally, like at this weight for sure. No. Maybe if it was like a 6-pound one or something, but even that, I feel like the walk is probably like good enough. So there's like a ton of different ones in here. I went just because it had a good rating. Maybe this is a little bit different. Mine has 2 straps on it here. I just came from a walk and I figured I'd wear it for the episode to be on brand for this thing. Some with 1 strap. This one looks like it's adjustable and you have like 2 pins around it here, just hangs on your shoulders. Looks like these ladies are running in this particular situation, and there's on and off sales on all of these in here. Oh, maybe this is the one that I got here. No, I think it is this brand. Anyways, there's 2 clips on mine. Bunch of different things in here. This one's comfy. It's like, it feels like a neoprene kind of, I don't know, stretchy kind of soft material. It's pretty comfy. I like it on here. Okay, good. We got some dude models and stuff. These ones are adjustable here too. Doesn't look like there's a bad option. I mean, it's kind of like picking anything else, like in the fitness world, whether it be barbells or other kind of like fitness stuff. Do what you think is going to work best for you, your body type, everything else. Like whether it be a male to female thing that you'd have to consider there. Maybe read some of these reviews. I haven't read a lot of them. I just kind of went for the first one that seemed to be like a good fit, looked like it would be comfy. But yeah, these adjustable ones probably do make like a lot of sense. Obviously they're doing a shout out to like rocking in here. That's the carrying the backpack thing from my understanding. And if carrying stuff with you is important, sweet, do that. This one looks intense. This one is intense. This is a lot. adjustableness, and I'm assuming that this goes pretty heavy based on the price point here. Yeah, so I haven't checked out all these besides I skimmed through here a little bit before. This one looks really intense in terms of look and what it has for like pricing on here and stuff. So and then other weighted things, maybe I'll have to get into this now. But yeah, that's kind of the scoop. That's how I picked this thing out. Maybe it helps someone on their workout journey, fitness thing. I was getting just enough messages on it. I'm like, hey, I think it's time to do a little episode on this. We have the power to do it and record. So that's kind of it from this end of things. I'm trying to think of other common questions. I mean, besides going to Amazon here, like there's a lot of good options out there for like I said, check out other stores, Facebook Marketplace. Maybe someone bought one, didn't want one, changing their weight. They're looking to get rid of it. I heard that from a few people, but it's very encouraging to see other folks trying it out. Whatever that's doing for them, wonderful. Maybe it is helping them get in better shape. If I can share something out there that helps one person even on from this episode, or some of my short clips that I do out there, sure, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, that is the podcast episode about weighted vests in 2025. They have been glamorized quite a bit online, and now they're starting to be like the funny memes making fun of people wearing them. I do see a lot of people wearing them in the neighborhood and stuff like that. I don't know why not everyone is doing it. And typically when I do see people wearing them in some of the couples that are walking together, it's usually the lady in that couple that is wearing the weighted vest, not the guy though. And I think that maybe a missed opportunity for the guys out there not in these couples or whatever, not wearing them. Maybe you should try it out or whatever, add it to the mix. Not saying you have to, but you could be burning some more calories from what we read on the stats here. And it's always good to join a partner on whoever that is on the fitness side of things. I think there's some interesting stats there about keeping it healthy in every capacity. So thanks for listening to another episode of a podcast. We don't have any links for this. If somehow this turns into like a episode sponsor from a weighted vest company, I'd be tickled. And but we'll keep you posted on other details in future episodes here. Thanks for listening. The weighted vest episode of 2025, long awaited. We're back to recording, folks. Hopefully you're having a great day.